And the other spicy media, Joel Embiid, center, is he reigning MVP? Right? Who won it last year? Who won MVP last year? Joel did. Oh, Joker did. Joker won it again? Well, he won it the year before. Joel Embiid, the former MVP, Philadelphia 76ers center. Joel, he has got a little smoke with the media. We had Trayvon last week. He was telling folks these nuts. Talk to these nuts. Talk about these nuts. Joel's in a little bit of a kerfluffle. Got to a little bit of kerfluffle with the media. Joel Embiid has not played this season, recovering from the knee surgery that he had in the offseason. If you remember, Joel, pushed himself to the limit, trying to get his team a championship. There's been reports that Joel said, I'm never going to play back-to-back games again. NFL is doing some investigation for the 76ers. But if you know anything about the tri-state area, I'm from Jersey, but the New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Connecticut type tri-state area, not a soft media. It's not soft. If you know anything about Philly sports in general, they boo their own fans. They throw batteries at Santa Claus. They don't care about your feelings. But this one reporter may have taken it a little bit too far. Joel Embiid has been questioned and has been ridiculed by a lot of the media for his inability to stay healthy. And in a press conference, he talked about, I've done way too effing much for this city. He talked about coming back from his face being broken twice and his vision being broken. He had the one thing where he lost feeling on the side of his face. He had the broken fingers, the countless number of ankle and knee injuries. And then the media took it a little bit too far. Let me get the guy's name so I can make sure we give proper hate. Yeah, and so let's get here it is. Let's get the right before we get the proper hate. Philadelphia Inquirer columnist Marcus Hayes. He mentioned Embiid's son and his late brother, both are named Arthur. Embiid lost his brother a couple years ago, and his son is named after his brother. And he was questioning Embiid's professionalism and effort to stay in shape. And so these reports get out, and all the athletes now have rabbit ears. They hear everything. They see everything. Nothing is where it used to be. If you put it out there, they're going to see it. And when the reporter came in, Embiid stood and confronted Hayes. He said, the next time you bring up my dead brother or my son again, you're going to see what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to have to blank live with the consequences, Embiid said to Hayes. Embiid continued with there's several instances of profanity. Hayes offered an apology, which Embiid did not want. He says, that's not the effing first time, Embiid said. Embiid later said that he does not care what reporters say, but then Hayes says, but you do, Hayes answered. Embiid appeared to raise his voice at the point, and not longer afterwards, he pushed Hayes by the shoulders. They had to break it up and all this kind of stuff. So if you can't write about people's family. You can't, you can write about the athlete. You can say what you want about the athlete. But when you start bringing deceased family members in it and children in it, I'm with Embiid. I'm with Embiid. Say what you want about me. Criticize me, confront me, have your thoughts and opinions about me. But when you start bringing my family into it, my son, my deceased brother, all bets are off. And I got enough money to get bailed out. I got enough money to deal with the lawsuit, but you have to pay the consequences. And, let this be a lesson learned to people going forward. Not that they probably even care, but have a little bit of decorum. You can write stuff about the athlete, But when you start going at their family, the son, the deceased brother, man, you're wrong. You're wrong. And so, all right, in the